This is a 6-question survey from a psychiatric services site asking participants to rate the service. The first column asks about the doctor's bedside manner, if the participants would agree that the doctor was courteous, respectful, and helpful. That average score based on self-report Likert scale of 1 being strongly disagree, 2 disagree, 3 neutral, 4 agree, and 5 strongly agree with the statement comes in at 4.81. So in that first column, there's just a couple of people who, instead of strongly agree, put they agreed with the statement that the doctor was courteous. The second question was about the wait time, pretty typical of, I think, what most people would say in a doctor's office. This one received the lowest rating, and one person actually didn't answer, said it wasn't applicable. So I think that's the 6th participant who put NA. And then a couple of the participants disagreed with the statement that the wait time was okay for them. So that had the lowest average score out of all the 6 questions at 4.25. If we go to the third question, the appointment time for the doctor being convenient, they felt that pretty much across the board it was. There were just a couple of people, 1, 2, 3, 4, who said they agreed with that, and there was a person who was neutral on it at number 3. I think that was the 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th participant just didn't answer. I guess if you say neutral, I don't know, that means you didn't really care one way or the other. The 4th column, the convenience of the doctor being on the campus, that was that was the highest rating out of all the 4 questions at 4.96, 5 being strongly agree and 4 being agree. If we go to the 5th column, the access of ease to counseling was an important factor in successful academic performance. That also got a really high rating at 4.92. So the majority of the participants agreed that that was really important to their academic success. And the overall satisfaction with the psychiatrist is column J, and that came in at 4.8. Again, pretty high. There was only one person who rated a 3. Again, neutral on that. Didn't seem to, I guess, matter to them one way or the other. But the rest of the participants rated either 4, they agreed with the statement, or 5, they strongly agreed with the statement. When we look at the median, in other words, the middle number in the value order, obviously this is going to be 5 because when we look at all the columns, the majority of the answers strongly agreed with the statements. The number that appears the most often, in other words, the mode, again, is 5. And then when we get to the variance is the distance from the average value. So the greatest distance from the average value is what we would expect it to be, was in column F, because the mean came in at 4.25, and the average, the median was 5. So that was the lowest answer, and so that was, the variance was 1.82. The variance that was the least was in column H, which was the 4th question, the doctor being located on the campus. If we look at the standard deviation, that's how far are the values from what from the expected average, and again, these fall in line with what we would expect with column G and column H having the smallest standard deviation from the mean. I don't quite know what else I'm supposed to say about this. It was really great to do this on Excel rather than doing it all by hand like we learned to do in Dr. Grote's class, but there was a reason for that, and I could do it by hand if I needed to. So I hope I'm giving you what you were looking for. I'm not quite sure why we're filming this other than you wanted to hear me explain it. So I hope I did, and thank you for the opportunity.